So somebody responded to my video that I made yesterday, and honestly, I totally see where this person is coming from, right? I sound like this angry woman who hates men and is really bitter about my situation. But let me tell you something about me. First of all, I'm in my era where I don't give a fuck. If I feel like talking about something that I'm experiencing and it's where I'm at, I want to be so real about it. I want to talk to the camera like if I'm talking to my best friend, like if I'm talking to me, because I don't want to come on here and tell people how to live their life. I'm not a teacher. I'm not anybody's guru. I'm never going to be that. And I just want to be able to fully express myself and create an opportunity for other people to see that realness and do it themselves, so that maybe they have a real conversation with their best friend when they're actually going through something that requires a listening ear instead of shame and guilt to speak up about it because they're afraid of judgment from the other person. Because everybody's going through shit, and a lot of people are not comfortable enough to talk about it. But to give a little background into my scenario, so I haven't shared any of the videos of how my year has played out. I spent over a year crying in complete shambles on Lexapro for depression and anxiety and postpartum depression. And I went through probably the most trying time of my life. And the person that I relied on the most to support me through it was my partner. And let's just say that was not the person that I should have been putting my focus on when it came to helping me refill my cup and to support me through it. If anything, it was the person who I felt was literally draining me from the inside out. I felt that me removing myself from that situation a little over almost 2 months ago was the best thing that I could do for myself, for my mental health, for my emotional health, for even my physical health, because it was getting to me. And so much so that I've been off of Lexapro for 2 months now, almost 2 months, like literally broke up with him, stopped taking it. And I feel like I've gone through the waves of the sadness of breaking up with somebody that I loved, because I loved this person. I didn't want to leave this person, but I knew that I had to, because if I didn't, nothing was going to change. Nothing was going to change. And I was going to continue to be in this situation that was draining me. And I was no longer a stand for that. I was a stand for somebody, I was a stand for respect. I was a stand for honesty and transparency and consistency. And if I wasn't getting it, no amount of speaking about it was going to change anything. It was like banging my head up against the wall and not getting through to the person. So at some point it was just like, all right, I'm done doing this, because what's the point? So, if you have something to kind of share with me, I get it and I appreciate it. And this is where I'm at. And at this point, the sadness is gone. And right now, the anger is creeping in, because since leaving, it's been an attack towards me for having done that. And I get to be angry. I get to be in my experience of how another person shows up after you finally create boundaries for yourself, and now they're playing the victim. I get to be upset about it. And that's just where I'm at. So